watching the first video I ever uploaded, which wasn't purely myself alone. It was with a help from my daughter. I was in it was how long ago was it now? 18 months ago, year and a half, yeah. And I wasn't in a great place. I was on sick leave from work from stress and grief still. And I wasn't in the chirpiest of places. So my daughter was one day just said to me, Mum, do you want to just make a film? Let's go vlog. It's quite funny. Let's take the dog out and just do a vlog. So that's what we did, and that's where that came from. And then it sparked us up to say, let's do the house up, let's have a clean out, let's have a declutter. And loads of videos came from it afterwards, doing silly things and joking around and talking about all our records and books and cinema magazines and Lee, my husband, had passed away a few years previously. And then we started to decorate the house, and there were lots of funny vlogs on that. And I started off with some software that to be honest, I wasn't very confident with. I found it very complicated. I remember the first time I had to use it, I had a bit of a meltdown, to be honest, and I think I cried. I'm such an idiot, but I just thought, I don't know whether I can get my head around this. And then I changed the software. I actually looked at what other vloggers were using and found some software that seemed a little bit easier to use, which it was great, and I could mess around with it, and there was good, there was some nice fonts on it, some animation and lots of nice fun things, and that was great. We had a really good time doing that and carried on exploring my journey for rejuvenating my life, which is what it was all about. And I remember the first video, I was so shocked that I'd got so many views and so many likes. It was 500 likes nearly, I think it was, or something like, yeah, but 400 and something likes. And now I look at it, it's like 11k, and I think, my God, Anyway, after that, it's just slowly kind of just kept very, very steady. I've not stopped. I did one a week and one a month, and it went down to, I did one a week, and then it went down to one a month, and then I had a bit of a break after Christmas. Anyway, I have been enlightened to some software now that I can use on my phone, because I'm a very impatient, instant person. And I see things all the time that fascinate me, things that I just views, or, funny things, or I have funny thoughts when I'm walking, and I'm very instant, and I video myself talking about things, and I've got more confident. In fact, this morning usually when I go out vlogging, previously I've looked around and checked there's no people around. This morning I just started talking and turned around, and there was a couple behind me just watching. I'm thinking, oh well, whatever, and I actually thought it was quite a nice thing that I'd come that far. My next thing is to actually get people interacting a little bit, but that's a bit difficult. Not everybody likes to be videoed, so that's going to be difficult, that one. But the software I've got now, as I say, is on my phone, and it's all very instant. But it's funny how I was only thinking today, I watched that first video today for the first time, since I actually filmed it and posted it. And I kind of, at the time, thinking, I bet it was really funny, I bet it was really amateur. And it wasn't actually. I was quite happy thinking, I did a good job for the first one. And the house looked really nice, and it looked, very creative, and we're talking about what we were going to get rid of or what we're going to keep, and all the rooms looked, I've kind of hit the nail on the head, I think, with it. I haven't been around here much lately. I've been going off to this cabin in the woods. Admittedly, sometimes I've been escaping, probably, a lot of things, and the house has been kind of neglected and hasn't had what I think just sort of a lot of love in it. It's funny because when Lee died, it was lockdown, and then we all had to stay in, and there was a group of us here because we all stayed here, and everybody was like, we were playing cards, making food, and the sun was shining, and even though it was the horriblest of times emotionally, it was quite joyous because there was a family environment. One thing that I have realised that is that that very first video was very homely. It was very, very homely, and the rest have been basically, I've been quite isolated, to be honest. I've just been off doing my own thing in my own world, and then coming back to my home again, in a sense, even though I've always been here, but I feel like I've emotionally and spiritually come back into this space because it's a threat that it's going to be taken from me. I've suddenly realised that I can't go back and change anything. I can't afford to do anything in the house, and there's no point, because I'm not going to be here. There's no point in redecorating or buying new furniture and bringing all that back again. My daughters are probably going to leave anyway, which one of them already has. She's in university, and my other daughter's probably going to join her. So yeah, the journey is steady where it is. It's on its way. But it has been interesting to feel the distance of the home environment. By the way, if you see me drinking out of glasses all the time, it's not wine. I do like a drink, but it's not wine. I'll go back to how things have changed.
I'm just saying, you drank a bottle of lemonade that's a 1 litre a day for the past 3 days.
Oh no, but it's been so hot. It's been so hot. I know, I can feel it as well. I feel like I'm over sugared, actually. I think I've had too much sugar. And then, of course, in the evening, I decide to make it into a spritzer and put a bit of white wine in it. So yeah, I think I'm very sugared up.
To be fair, I am as well.
But yeah, I've forgotten what I was talking about now. Yeah, about the wine glass. Well, the wine glass thing is because we're down to minimal of kitchen equipment, because I'm refusing to replace anything. Because I don't know where I'm going, and I'm thinking if I am going to move, I want to have all new things when I move. And every time something breaks, we just go, okay, that's broke. So now we're down to all the posh glasses, and all the tumblers have gone somewhere.
And the weird bowls.
And weird bowls. I think I actually ate mine. I had some rice the other day and some vegetables, and I cooked it, and I think I actually ate it out of the pan.
Really? Yeah.
I just couldn't be bothered.
I mean, everyone's done that.
It was quite a nice feeling, actually. It felt like, it was quite funny.
Like you're camping.
And like I was camping. But to be honest, when I go to the camping, I've got more stuff there than I have here now, because I don't go, it's just not, I'm very careful because, it's such a small space, and I'm just kind of proud of what the few little things I've got there. But
do you feel like the choices of living is very, like, this is something that I feel like I've experienced a little bit, but the choices of where to live, it's all like, there's not that much alternative options anymore, or maybe there is, if we've just not explored it.
Yeah, I think there aren't enough.
Different, kind of different environments.
I think
in Manchester, it's like you either buy a flat in the city centre, you buy a terraced house in the suburbs, or like a house in the suburbs. But there's no where's the community, and I don't know. I'm just, is there other options? Are there other options of how to live in? Of course there are. And I just want to explore that a little bit more.
I'm just not looking, probably as hard as we should. I got messaged the other day off a good friend about a house that was going up for rent near where she lived, and I thought that's nice, because I'd feel nice living near people I knew. That would be nice, and it's not a bad place. It's actually a nice place because it's really close to Manchester city centre, and it's also near the countryside. And for some reason, she thought it might not be very expensive, and then we both got the shock of our lives. It was out of my price range, 1,050
for a two-bed
terrace
small
house.
Terrace house.
And it
one
wasn't,
reception room.
Yeah, it wasn't great size or anything, which I would have happily moved in there next week, to be honest. I think it was lovely. But anyway, that's what it's like at the moment, and I'm not sure really what's going to happen. As I say, I've got till next summer, hopefully, a bit of an extension, to get myself settled. Anyway, going back to the vlog, I think going back to the vlog is the journey itself, from when I first started it. I was clinically depressed, but I was trying to rise above it, and I was trying to see humour in it, and it cheered me up. The vlog was like a saviour for me. It really helped me. My mental health improved a lot. You might not think that when you watch some of them, but yeah, it actually did. I felt a lot better, and I was more confident, and I was feeling like getting out there into the big wide world again and doing things, and so that's carried on. But the technology as I got better technology, and I was being adventurous, and I was messing around with filmmaking and more, and using all the availability that was there, the transition shots and all these different things that you could do and change the colours, and it's quite fun. But now I've gone back to just the raw me and the camera, which is me and my iPhone, I must say, and that is all it is. I did buy a digital camera, but it's still in the box. I never used it. So just going back to that now, and that journey of seeing how nice the house was there, and how all these other things I've done, all this progression, I just thought I'd just revisit it and see where I'm at now. And I'm basically, I've done a full circle in a way. I'm back to just the raw, normal iPhone me out now, but now I'm confident. I don't need, help with editing or how to do it and that stuff, because the app I've got on my phone is wonderful, and it's like really quick and easy to use, because I'm a very impatient person, as I like things done yesterday. So I've been able to vlog every day, and it's been fun. And also the journey I'm on now is definitely worth documenting, because I've had a lot of people make comments, and thank you for those that have. As a mother, it's kind of, I feel like it is my responsibility to bring that home environment back.